Hello all, and welcome to Proudland, where it is all of Proud and me staring at a monitor watching Kiev all week.
Okay.
Proud, how are you?
I'm pretty good. We just did our stream team without you and Cyphus, who are we affectionately refer to as the anchors now.
The anchors?
Good. Yeah, the whole time we were just saying like, yeah, well, the anchors aren't here, so the game's gonna be very easy.
Oh, I thought you meant like the anchors that like hold everything, like they're the anchor.
Like the ones that pull you down.
The ones that pull you down.
Ensure that nothing's
like what boats
move.
use. Like what boats use.
Yeah, not an anchor as in like, you know.
I was like, wow, that's super nice. Super nice.
Yeah, not like, man, DK is a real anchor for your team fight. More like, man, this 0-7 Rubik at 3 minutes is really, it's just an anchor.
Yeah, I don't touch that hero anymore.
Yeah, no, we didn't say that. We didn't say that. I said that once jokingly, but yeah.
Proud, I have a confession.
Yeah, what's up?
I'd like to make. And to the listeners, I don't feel
ready.
good about it.
I'm ready.
Feel good about it. I'm randoming in ranked.
Why?
Because
Why are you doing that?
Because because I'm having fun with it.
Oh my god.
And I also have another confession to make, Proud.
What is it?
I thought it was, so I get Sven, okay?
Oh,
and
god.
it's like,
what'd you do?
And I was like, this is fucking awesome. I did everything normal.
Okay.
Like for laning phase. I started out with Quell, Stout, Double Tango.
That's impossible. Oh no, because you randomed. Okay, yeah, that's possible.
Yes. And then I got a wand shipped right out because there was a Razor against me that was constantly spamming, trying to steal my damage and constantly
okay,
Q.
So you just couldn't get to the
So I got that, and then I got my treads. I got my Echo Saber. Yes.
Weird.
Yes.
Okay.
What am I missing an item in? I did everything normal up into Echo Saber.
Well, if by normal you meant a year old, then I would agree with you.
Well, I went Echo. So I went. I think it was probably treads, wand, Stout, Echo Saber, and then I got a Lotus Orb.
Okay.
Because this Razor was stealing all my damage and it was a pain in the ass, and I was like, BKB's not going to stop this shit.
The Lotus Orb isn't either.
It counteracts it perfectly.
How?
It does, because I steal damage back from him.
Oh my god, so Razor casted into the fucking Lotus Orb?
Oh, and it purges it. So it's like, yeah, it was awesome, dude.
It doesn't purge the damage steal.
Well...
It definitely, there's nothing that stops that. Like, I'm going into demo mode right now just to make sure I'm not fucking wrong about this one.
I feel like with the way that you said that, I'm pretty sure that I'm wrong then. But he was casting it into me, and I was just like, it was awesome. And then there was another reason I got it, and it was working out super well for me.
Okay.
Warlock. Warlock kept doing his
bonds or
thing.
Whatever.
Bonds, fatal bonds, thank you. And I just, bam, flip off fatal bonds. It was awesome. And, like, it gave me some armor. It gave me some regen. It gave me a bigger mana pool. Like, it was actually a pretty sweet item, and I got it really quick.
Okay, yeah, there's no purging effect of Static Link. That shit's there forever.
So I couldn't purge it, but he was a dumb Razor.
Dispel type cannot be dispelled. I should have just looked at that. Okay.
And then all of a sudden, I'm finding myself in this, like, it was, like, kind of like a 4 Protect 1 where my team was going around and, like, team fighting and winning as 4.
Yeah.
And I was like,
around as a Sven with a Lotus Orb.
And I was walking around as a Sven with a Lotus Orb, Echo Saber, treads. And I found myself to be like a tower pusher. And I was like, damn, like I'm getting so much room, and I'm like taking like towers. Like I had one point where I was like hitting a tier 3, and I'm sitting on 3,600 gold, and I bought a Desolator on Sven.
Okay.
And it was god awful, and we lost.
Yeah.
A game that should have been won. Like I didn't have
really
blink. I didn't have crit. Like I thought Desolator. Like in the moment, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm just gonna hit towers and kill it and win." No, Sven isn't a tower hitter even with Desolator.
Well, Sven is a tower hitter just with ulti and a bunch of strength.
Oh man, dude, it was, and like I know I got reports.
Oh yeah,
I
you
know I got
definitely.
reports
If
for that
if I
game.
see a Sven with a Lotus Orb and a Desolator in my game, I don't care
Yeah,
how kind you were. Like I'm
it
assuming that
was
that was an
it was
intentional
bad.
feed. Yeah.
The Lotus Orb I got praised for because I was Lotus Orbing
Well,
other
because
teammates.
probably because the team didn't know what that item does, and they're like, if someone builds this item, it
It
must be
was
for a good reason.
it was really like because I got it probably because I got so I had a really awesome support and he got me a triple stack on that hard can.
Nice.
So I got my Echo Saber like my first God Strength. I took a triple stack on Sven. So it was perfect, dude. Like I had perfect CS in lane, and then second I hit level 6, I pop God Strength and take a triple stack to
Yeah,
hard camp.
man. Yeah, you are 400 net worth up on the Shadow Fiend at 10 minutes. Like that's pretty good.
I was kicking ass, and that Lotus Orb I
Yeah.
got really early, and I was like I'm feeling good, and I was like all right I'm just gonna go blink. I'm just gonna go blink like BKB Daedalus or something like that. And then I'm hitting a tower and I'm thinking in the moment, it would be cool if I had a Desolator right now. And so I buy a Desolator, and of course it doesn't get to me for a minute. You know what I mean?
Oh, you did have
And
a blink. You have a blink here.
that was after Desolator. I'll tell you that much.
No, it was at 25 minutes, and your Desolator was at 28.
Oh, okay. Well, then I did stupid shit after Blink. Then
Yeah. I'm just
I
kind of
will.
like I'm trying to rebuild how this game went, and like at
Well,
what is this at
Lotus
like
Orb did other shit. Lotus Orb did other shit. What else did I use Lotus Orb for?
um I don't know because
What was?
all there is a Legion Commander and like a Shadow Fiend. Let's see what
I'm
what
looking.
items did they have.
I'm looking at this recent.
Nothing. There was
Oh,
really
I'm not on
nothing
that
for you to
account.
dispel this game. There was really nothing to dispel.
I knew it would be bad. So
Yeah, no,
forgive
there
me
was
for I have
nothing to
sinned.
dispel.
Forgive me
There's
for I have
no.
sinned. Like I went offline during the game. I alt tabbed and went
There,
offline because I didn't want anyone to see the game,
literally,
dude.
the only thing that you can reflect is
Static link. I was able to
static
reflect.
linked and duel, but reflecting duel, there's still a duel
Didn't-
happening, so that doesn't actually matter.
So,
in
I
fact, it's
wasn't-
just the same duel, only it's worth twice as much duel damage.
Yeah, I know exactly. So the Legion was at
230 damage by the end of this game.
The Legion was at 70 dual damage. Dueled
Yeah.
me with my Lotus Orb on, killed me, and then was at 100 dual damage.
God, yeah.
Yeah, and it was horrible.
Oh, is
and
this
I was
actually
like,
a Nuxie you were playing against?
no, Anuxie would be because Anuxie lives in Australia, so Anuxie would have been.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I see a lot of Anuxie, and like there have been times where I'm like Anuxie question mark question mark question mark because
Yeah.
we've had Anuxie on like 3 or 4 times. It's just been a while.
Yeah, she's very cool.
Yeah, she's fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's like you're like 4,000 fucking net worth up. So I'm trying to deconstruct this game, and it's like your high point, you're like 4,000 up, and then it's kind of static, and then it just kind of goes down. And I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what happened when it went static,
Items.
and what happened when it went down? Yeah, so it
I
goes
started dying. I started dying.
It goes static when you get the deso. And then it just like as soon as you pick up the Desolator, it's just like your net worth does not change, and then it just drops.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe
I
Lotus
just-
or Blink.
I thought it was
Deso
gonna
is
be
not the
awesome.
Sun build.
Like in my mind, I was gonna be like, I'm gonna tell Proud about this, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, Roland, way to go!"
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't one of those moments.
Yeah, I was really ready to be like, oh man, a Deso Sven, like that could be cool. Like a hero that hits hard, and then you get a Deso and they hit really fucking hard. Like maybe,
It didn't
but
work. It
yeah,
didn't work
no.
that
See,
well
because
at
when
all.
you buy a Lotus Orb, your hero's never gonna hit hard again for the rest of their life. Like Lotus
I don't
Blink-
attribute. Lotus
hero-
was awesome. I'm gonna build that item more, just not on Sven.
Yeah,
like,
just not on a carry ever. Please don't
That
ever build
item
that on a
is
carry.
so good.
It
dude.
is. I do not
even
disagree.
against a team like you were just saying that it isn't that good against. Like the only thing I could purge bonds, I could reflect static link, and that was basically it, right?
Yeah.
Even then, and I could also purge the after Shadow Fiend ults. I could purge his slow.
And hey, you could purge the Eye of Scotty effect that Troll Warlord is applying for about a half second before the next axe
Oh
drops.
yeah, that was the issue. Troll Warlord. Now I remember.
Yeah.
He was a huge issue, and I was like, sure wish I had a BKB so I could hit him.
Yeah. Or
because
an
he's just
MKB,
whirling axing me.
Or like really any item that isn't Desolator. 'Cause if you think about like almost every item is balanced, right? Like we've kind of gone over this. No items are really like ridiculously good across the board, and if they are like Helm of the Dominator, they get nerfed. So in general, you have to assume, like, okay, in general, Dota's pretty balanced. If I'm ever gonna get an item, it's probably gonna be because that item is specially suited to my hero. And if a hero has no item especially suited to them, then that hero just kind of takes like the overall like best generic items. Like right now, if a hero doesn't have any items that like are super good on them, they'll get like Solar Crest right now. Like that's the kind of the hotness. And then
Solar
after
Crest
that, like,
coming back
Use
is
and
cool.
shit. Yeah,
It's
Solar
cool
Crest
to
is sick good. Everyone's realizing all of a sudden, like, hey, actually, this is fucking broken. This is actually just insane.
Yeah, I almost wonder if 7.06 is going to have like.
Oh, it's gonna nerf it. It's definitely getting nerfed.
If it's gonna nerf it. I mean, everybody was buying it. What was the surprising hero that kept buying it? Where I was like, oh, that's a waste. Clinks, I think. Arteezy's Clinks was buying Lotus.
Man, did you even listen to Theorycraft Thursday this week? No, you haven't.
No, I didn't. I haven't.
That's my Clinks stock. I'm
really?
I go this whole rant on how Soul Ring is such a fucking bad Clinks item, and you just buy Medallion instead, and then you get Deso.
Oh, Medallion has a Sages. Medallion has a Sages.
Yeah, so you just replace the Soul Ring for your mana regen with the Medallion, and then like obviously the Soul Ring active is not getting replaced, but if you have like Aquila plus Soul Ring, and then you buy like 1 or 2 Clarities, like you're fine. You'll manage. Like I mean, I just played a Clinks game where I went I like bowled out of control, and I only died because I tried to save our shitty silencer. But beyond that, like this was for the stream team or whatever. And I was fucking like I want to say 12-0 at some point, just like tearing down kids.
Wow.
And it was great.
That lasted animation.
Yeah, you get used to it after all, but it's definitely
it's like
hard.
Drow. And they're like right next to each other.
Yeah, but
too.
at least we have 70 damage though, so you manage.
Yeah. And you can use Burning Spears to like help, and it's
that's why you have 70 damage.
Oh, okay.
You use Searing Arrows.
He's a blind spot for me. Like that's why I shouldn't random, because if I random Clinks,
Clinks is you ought to listen, because I mean it's basically 2 hours of me talking about Clinks, and like man, I've been playing a shit ton of Clinks. He's my Clinky special boy. Do you see the webpage that I made? I had to do a fucking webpage. I don't actually think I showed you here. Let me dig that up real quick. And I just want your live reaction.
I'll give you a live reaction, and then I guess I'll make sure to put it in show notes so people can. Do you care if people see it?
No, it's fine. It's like my
like a school project, right?
Yeah, it's just like my web page. It's more or less my web page at school. Is right now just this. It was for like a stupid throwaway assignment. I will private message it to you.
Please do.
Look at it.
Ooh.
It's about Mr. Clinks.
Oh, nice. And Mr. Clinks all dressed up and nowhere to go.
Mr. Clinks is a very good boy.
All right, this is definitely going. I will put this in the notes, you guys, because this website is like 10 out of 10 good right now. Like, I'm looking at this website.
That was the other thing. So for a new website, I want like a secret hidden link that sends us here. Like a little Clinks icon in the lower right, and you just like mouse over it, and then it's just like this Clinks fan page.
I needed to say, good. I need bold letters that like, .p does not endorse this website. This is Proud's creation. Like,
no. This needs to be on the .p web. Like this, as I don't want to host it here forever. I'm not gonna have space on fucking UCSC. Like this needs to be hosted.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk about it.
All right,
we'll talk about it.
I'm just saying this is good content.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Look at him.
All right. So you guys, as you know. Meme. That I do like it, and people will be able to see it after this. So you can go into the show links or go into the show notes, and I'll put the link in there. Anyway, today we are talking about durable threes. So, like we've been doing in the past, under the Heroes tab, you have Nuker, Disabler, Jungler. We've already gone over those, and we are specifically going over the threes. They have a 1, 2, 3 option. So these are the most durable heroes.
3 stars.
Yeah, these are what Dota 2 considers to be the most durable heroes. And let's go ahead and start it off with Axe being the first one, alphabetically speaking.
Okay.
Axe is a durable 3.
Yeah, so I want to first say, like, there are several factors into what makes a hero durable. One factor is their skills. My phone went off. But so it's their skills, their stats, and also the items that they build. So like you can't divorce a hero from the items that they have, right? Like that's just like innate. Like Arc Warden is not a hero that has much disable at a base, but of course he has it once and like you think like, okay, Centaur is a pretty shitty disabler until you factor in fucking Blink Dagger, right? Like you can't divorce the hero from their core items. And so a hero like Axe is In truth, not really that durable. Yes, he has Berserker's Call to give him 40 armor on a pretty low cooldown at a decent duration. It's like, 30% uptime or whatever, but you have control over it. So like, oh, Juggernaut Omni slashes me and it does 0 damage because I fucking Berserker's Call. Wild. What a good hero.
And he starts with 1 armor too. So like he doesn't have, according to like tanky or durable, in my pubs, I'm always seeing we need tank, we need tank, we need tank. And what they're saying is we need durable, basically. I feel like Axe is maybe one of the only heroes that is without items innately durable because of Berserker's Call, and only because of Berserker's Call, right?
So I want to say that he's almost not innately durable, just because if you look at his strength gain, it's actually very low. It's, well, at least for a strength hero, like he has 2.5 strength gain. It's not actually that high, and a lot of items that he builds aren't. I guess now you can also factor in talents when you want to say how tanky a hero is. But yeah, so like in general, like he just doesn't have. He's like decent agi gain. It's 2.2, I think. Yeah, 2.2. But like his strength gain isn't that great, so you do need a good amount of health. And if you're playing Axe and you're not building, like you can't just say, oh, I'm a tanky hero, so I'm just gonna like get whatever fucking items I want. Like I can't just go like blink 4 staff on Axe and expect to still be tanky. Like that's kind of what happens with Clockwork. Clockwork is a strength hero, but if you do end up with like phase boots and a 4 staff, you're actually not going to be a tanky hero anymore. That's going to fall off. And Axe is honestly a very similar case. And yeah, he does have Berserker's Call, but that's just armor, right? So if you're against a Skywrath mage and you just take a couple Qs or whatever, you can't Berserker's Call that. Mm-hmm. It's awful. One of the main things about Axe is he's tanky in bursts with Berserker's Call, and he's very vulnerable to magic damage. And a big part of the fact that he's tanky, it's more on the fact that like it's not really like a lot of heroes can kill an Axe, but because of the way his counter helix works, and because of the way his Berserker's Call works as both a disable and like a way to kill you with counter helix, it's not so much that you can't do as much damage as a fucking like dummy target sitting there can absorb. It's more that you can't stand and fight an Axe that is running at you. Does that make sense? Like he's not.
You can kill an Axe that's running away. You can kill an Axe that's running away. But it's scary when you're like, I'm a carry. I'm farming, and you're just like, fuck, I'm dead again as anti-mage. And it's like, God damn it.
Like, I want to say maybe like Sven. Sven is probably, even at a base, Sven is more or less tankier than Ursa, or than Axe.
I would tend to agree. Or Dragon Knight. I mean, Dragon Knight, I can't believe he's not a durable 3.
Yeah, that maybe is a bit strange. Dragon Knight definitely deserves to be up there.
Or goddamn Lifestealer, dude. Talk about the most impossible hero to kill. Yeah. Like, some of these games that I saw over Kiev was like, okay, like, they were really smart about it. So in pubs, there's always, like, that call that's made. It's like, ignore this person and kill everybody else. And then we'll kill him last.
That person off last.
And then we'll kill him last. And it usually never works. Usually everybody goes for the person that you're not supposed to kill first. At least in my pubs. I saw it beautifully executed by OG. I'm not going to say which game, but where they focused everybody but the Lifestealer. But that Lifestealer was up against like 5 people, and he was just like, I don't care. Like, I'm just going to hit rage when it's off cooldown in like 3 seconds. And like, it was insane, dude. I was like, there's no way they kill him.
I definitely agree with that. But if you want to look into what... Okay, so let's go back to when you were saying, like, oh, a lot of times our team says we need tank. I think what that means, okay, because people fucking rage all the time. They're like, oh,
we have no tank.
No. Like, there's people who rage at people who say that, like, there are no tanks in Dota. Go back to League and that kind of shit. Like, in C pubs, everyone's asking you to get a tank, and they're all so stupid. But if you just change that wording slightly and you just say, oh, we need a frontliner, suddenly everyone who had that we need a tank complaint is going to be okay with that concept.
They're like, we do need somebody. We need somebody to soak the damage because I'm like Alina and I need to dish the damage from
I need like an initiator that can stay in there and absorb, the first wave of their spells. I was
AKA tank. AKA durable.
Yes, the word tank doesn't perfectly apply to Dota. Yeah, someone's not walking in and purposefully taking damage besides, Axe. Yeah. But if you just, want to use a useful term and apply it to Dota 2, a tank is just someone who can deal with their opening wave of spells. And if I wanted to apply that to Lifestealer, I think that he honestly doesn't really like it doesn't actually fit him because Lifestealer is a hero that looks for the opening and then like seizes it and kills a bunch of motherfuckers like while he's unfettered. But a hero like Axe or Bristleback or Centaur, and then even so I was gonna say this is mostly just like offlaners or whatever, but actually Wraith King is like super like I guess on brand for doing that. I'm like missing a word, but like I mean, Wraith King's one of the few carries that you actually do want to get shit on and die in the like at the start of a fight, right? Lifestealer doesn't want to like go in and then tank a bunch of spells. Lifestealer wants to go and press Q and then be ignored because he pressed Q.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a difference kind of thing. Yeah,
that pesky quadruped.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he's still biped, but he's just like.
He's transformed, dude. He's transformed into a quadruped.
There's been a process. We can say there's some sort of process going on, switching up. Maybe I want to say he's like a biped, as in like he's both a biped and a quadruped. Yeah, like he can kind of do whatever. You know, it's just like you don't really want to nail him down to kind of one persuasion.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it hurt his feelings, really. He's like, I could stand if I wanted to. I prefer to crawl. And he's also got,
like, 2 brains going on, like he was possessed or some shit. I actually kind of forget what was going on.
I don't know. We'd have to get
the Master took over him or some shit. Yeah, I learned his lore like a day ago, but I forgot it already. Hello.
You were saying you were talking to somebody, and I cut you off. You were saying, I was talking to somebody. If you don't remember, we can move on.
No, I have no idea. I mean, I was talking about tanks, right?
No, you're like, I was talking to somebody the other day. And you're about to go on to that, but that's okay.
I'm so sad now.
You'll remember, and then you'll be like, oh!
No, I'm actually not going to remember that at all.
So the thing with Axe is items, right? Like, do you feel like Vanguard is absolutely 100% get it every single game? I don't care what game it is.
I almost never go Vanguard on Axe.
I
want to say that Patreon episode that we did has opened me to playing Axe in my pubs because I think he's a fucking absurd pub hero. I think he's one of the best right now. Like pub off, like I think he may be the best pub offlaner. Like I'm really into Scent, I'm really into Abaddon. I have crazy good win rates with them this patch. But like Axe, like I ban Axe. That's what I do. I just ban
dude, he wrecks teams. It's insane.
And he's the one jungler that like, oh no, they have a jungle Axe. Like they have Jungle Bloodseeker, we're fine. Jungle Legion, we're fine. Jungle Axe, like that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Well, the thing is you don't have eyes on him, too. And you have no idea, like, how well he's been jungling. Because there is some finesse to jungling. When you get into your bracket, like 5K, you can pretty much count that they're jungling with, like, almost optimal efficiency.
Unless they're only jungling because they're tilted because they wanted safe lane and someone took safe lane.
Yeah, but if they're doing, like, level 1 jungle Axe, like, you can expect, like, a blink before 10 minutes.
Sure, yeah.
You know, so... like I see people that like have seen people do jungle Axe in my skill, and it's like, nah, you're doing that all wrong, dude. And you're just
like they take your small camp, and you're like, can you please?
Well, yeah, that's what I was talking about, and I still haven't tried your starting hard camp Axe thing.
I think medium might be a bit better, but because they've changed the camps a bit since then. But I'm just talking from like when Skrunk was playing a lot of offlane Axe, he could just start Iron Talon and do the camp twice, and it was good stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you have the shrine now too. Yeah, I think you start hard camp. Anyway, I mean, I don't know the perfect way to jungle Axe. I lane
but stealing the shrine, that feels like.
Well, I mean, to do it as like I would do that as the offlaner. So in that context, I was still talking from Skrunk playing offlane Axe perspective. That would be the way to go.
For sure. Okay, so moving on down the line to a Bristleback.
Yeah.
When Bristleback skills Bristleback, inherently tanky with no items if you play him right. It requires you to play him, though. Like, he can't just stand there.
Yeah. I mean, they can outplay your passive, which is not always the best property to have. And unlike Axe, his tankiness is derived from a passive. So, if you do get an item such as Silver Edge, for instance, I don't know, maybe someone's interested in that item, he will not be tanky. So he's very durable, but there is a direct counter. I want to say, like, calling things direct counters is pretty rough in Dota, but I'm pretty sure you could just say that Silver Edge is basically a direct counter to Bristleback. And the idea with the hero, and this is similar to Spectre to a degree when you're against stuff like Slark or whatever, is that you don't want to get too caught up in being like, yo, I'm so fucking tanky, dog. This is the fucking tankiest shit. I can't die. Everything's awesome. I'm just going to get like treads or phase boots and S and Y and a basher, and I'm just going to fucking punch some nerds. And then you get silver edged and you're like, oh shit, I'm a hero with 2.2 goddamn strength gain and I just got silver edged. I'm fucking dead. Like Bristleback has higher intelligence gain than he has strength gain. His int gain is actually super good.
Yeah. It basically keeps up with the quills. Is what it does.
All you like if you have one Sage's Mask item, like you're fucking set. Medallion, I love Medallion on Bristleback.
So are you getting at that like Bristleback needs like Vanguard or
he needs HP items. So you want to look at like what makes these heroes tanky, and then you have to understand what you're going to be dealing with. And if it's like, oh, I'm specifically going to be taking magic damage, like if you're playing Centaur, and you're saying, oh, this hero is tanky because he has 4.0 strength gain. Another dimension of his tankiness is he has return. So like, and that de-incentivizes small people from hitting him. So like if I have return, I know that I'm not going to be taking Crystal Maiden hits for the most part. So maybe I say Vanguard isn't actually as like Vanguard is great on Centaur. Don't get me wrong; it's incredibly good for tanky stuff. But there is a lot of people for a long time. This has fallen off a little bit. But if you say, all right, I'm going to be dealing magic damage to myself with double edge, and also I have like a huge health pool.
Which is where the HOD comes in.
Yeah, so you
Hood
say
of Defiance.
Since Hood of Defiance is like it's okay. So like it's often a decision between Hood of Defiance and Vanguard. For a lot of heroes, it's like, oh, am I going to be taking physical damage early game or magic damage? Because normally you say, okay, physical damage is mostly late game, magical damage is mostly early game. But the way that Vanguard works, it's like a threshold system. So like once damage is well above 70, Vanguard's not doing that much. But as long as it's around the 70 range, Vanguard does like a shit ton for you. Like it can reduce the damage you take by half. Like you can take half as much damage from physical.
I think of Wind Ranger when I think of Vanguard and her focus firing on you, and you're like, damn, the value. You know what I mean?
So like so Vanguard is like super good at dealing with early game physical damage. So like it's honestly a really good comparison, even early game, to say like what's going to help my damage absorption more, a Hood of Defiance or a Vanguard. And for
I have a question.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I have a one-off question.
I'm ready. I'm
dealing with Return and Vanguard together.
Dog, I'm ready for this.
So Wind Ranger is focus firing a Centaur with a Vanguard and Return at whatever level. It doesn't matter. Is the damage being blocked by the Vanguard, and then whatever goes over, that's returned? So, do you know what I'm saying? Like, is there like an order of operations to how Return will work with Vanguard?
Works. So Return is not like there's nothing reactive about Return besides whether or not you get hit as a binary state. Like if an auto attack hits like it's not blade mail, it's not dispersion. It's just when you hit me, I will deal 16 through 22 damage back, and then also do a percentage of my strength as damage. So like so it goes up to 75. Yeah.
I didn't read it. I just figured it was like he was returning similar
something.
to
no.
Yeah, no.
He
so with Vanguard, that's
malice.
Really awesome. So you're taking 0 damage basically from a Wind Ranger that's focus firing you, but dealing 22 per shot that she's taking.
Let me see. Level.
And I guess I was kind of thinking dispersion too. Like, how would dispersion work if you had a Vanguard on Spectre? Like, would it first hit the Vanguard and then go to dispersion?
Pretty much everything in Dota that nothing deals with your own defenses anymore. Kind of like how they changed Blade Mail, so it's not like so the old Blade Mail actually used to kind of suck on Axe because it would be so you'd like blink call someone and then you would Blade Mail the damage that you took like as pure damage, right? So you would blade mail, but then you'd gain 40 armor. So like, you know, their lifestealer would auto attack you, but you have 40 armor, so he did like 7 damage, and you blade mail so you just lost 7 health, and it would return like, oh, now lifestealer takes 7 pure damage. But the way it works now with both dispersion and blade mail is that it instead returns the attack as though they had attacked themselves at whatever percentage with dispersion. So it returns it as the same damage type. Okay. So that's why I'm like, if I want to, like, let's say I'm playing Sven and I'm getting fucked up by a bunch of blade mails, I'm just gonna buy an AC. That way, when if I hit an axe that has that like turns on his blade mail and he's got I don't know, he's got like 10 armor or something like that, but I put on Warcry and I have my AC and I'm at like 40 armor, I actually just don't give a shit about his blade mail because I'm going to be doing more damage at him than back. And that's why...
So I'm doing 300 damage and 300 damage is being reflected back, but the armor isn't being counted in. So really only 150 damage is being reflected back because I have 50% physical resist or something like that.
Yeah. So it's as though I'm hitting
Okay.
myself, and it's factoring in my own armor into account. So that means
That's cool.
on Despector, the way dispersion worked was like, yeah, it would return the amount of health that you lost as dispersion damage. So if you had a bunch of armor on Spectre, it actually sucked. Spectre was just a shitty hero to have armor on because you would just not be taking damage. And a good way to play Spectre was like you'd have like Heart and Scotty and shit. You just have a huge health pool, and you would just try to reflect your giant ass health pool back.
I remember that.
So now you don't need to worry about that. Like if you want to be utilizing return and blade mail or whatever the fuck, like whatever misconceptions you have that you think something is based on how much damage you're, just like throw that away. Have good defenses. There's no downside to having good defenses in almost all circumstances that you could ever be worried about. But for context, let me just do this real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Windrunner. So I have a poor man shield right now on a centaur, and Windrunner killed herself in the amount of time I was just talking.
Yeah. Oh, with focus fire?
Yeah, I have level 4 return. I'm level 7, and I took about 100 health with a poor man shield, and Windrunner is now dead at level 6. So that's context. Yeah, pretty fucking. I mean, not that you're gonna have return maxed at level 7, but you know, just for some fun.
Sometimes I do, but I know it's wrong. Sometimes
that is actually just fucking wrong. Yeah, 100%.
I know it's wrong, but it's fun.
Yep.
Because it's easy to get last hits when you have level 4 return.
But like, it increases so little. Jesus Christ.
I know. Let's talk about the fish man, the fish beast. What is he?
Hunter?
What would we call what creature is this? Is this just like
watermelon.
a fish on steroids or
He's a
like
watermelon.
no, like literally what is he, dude? He's not a watermelon.
He's a Leviathan.
Oh, Leviathan. That's oh god.
Yeah,
smart.
Tide Hunter Leviathan, known as Leviathan. I mean, I don't think he's
okay.
actually a Leviathan because that's like, I mean, a crazy mythical thing. But
Well, he's a crazy thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just kind of got legs and a dumbass tail.
He does have a dumbass tail.
He's like, just look at, he's kind of.
I don't like his tail. I don't like his tail. I never even noticed his tail
he's
until
too
now.
humanoid to be a Leviathan. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but my pirate hat looks cool.
Oh,
So
you have the pirate hat? That's cool.
Yeah, I have the whole pirate costume.
Yeah, I
and
actually
I've
have
got the
literally
cudgel.
0 cosmetics for Tide Hunter.
And I have the thing that sucks is I can't wear my golden flood mask and my pirate hat.
Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know it's a rough life.
All right.
Anyway,
Hunter.
I want to know how the fuck this dispel works with Kraken Shell.
Okay.
Because Tide Hunter is another hero that, unlike Bristleback, you can just stand there and be tanky at level 1 with Kraken Shell. It doesn't matter where you're getting hit from. Can you explain Kraken Shell completely?
Yeah, so Kraken Shell, so there's 2 aspects to it. One is the damage block. And of course, the way damage block works is whatever the strongest source of damage block that you have, it'll check if that one applies first, and then it'll go down the list. So if you have Vanguard, Poor Man Shield, Stout Shield, and then level 1 Kraken Shell, let me just check to make sure I got the numbers.
It's 12
right
damage
on
on level 1 Kraken Shell.
Yeah, and Stout Shield is 16. Okay, just making sure on that. Yeah, so then, so first it'll be like, oh, Vanguard, 50% chance. Did that proc? No. Okay, Poor Man Shield. 100% chance for 20 damage if it's a hero. And yes, it was a hero, so Poor Man Shield procs. If it's not a hero, if it's a creep, then it'll go, oh, Stout Shield, can you proc? Because Stout Shield is 16. And I'll say, nope, you missed a Stout Shield proc too, because you have literally 0 luck. And then I'll say, okay, 100% chance for Kraken Shell at 12 to proc. All right, but then
So
once you get to level 2 Kraken Shell, then Kraken Shell's then it's gonna outpace both Stout Shield and Poor Man Shield. So it's like getting a shield item on this guy
is useless.
Well, I wouldn't say useless, but it does fall off. Like if you want to get like there's 2 dimensions to him being tanky. Sorry, go on. You're trying to cut me off, and it's good.
I'm trying to cut you off because what I'm curious about is
the purge. I know.
No, not the purge.
No?
I'm curious about this. So say I miraculously Gaben gives me a Vanguard to start off with. Okay. And I level up Kraken Shell level 1.
Yes.
And I take 600 damage, but Vanguard blocked it all. Am I still going to purge from the damage threshold? You know what I mean? Does the damage have to be blocked by Kraken Shell?
I think it's just purge that you or damage that you take.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of a tough question. That's like a double Jeopardy like final round question.
I mean, I can figure that out real quick. It's Dota2wiki.com is the only thing that fills this.
I mean, that's an obscure question, but like, you know,
I'm pretty
if
sure
you go
it's
the
health
shield
lost.
route. Oh, okay. Because I mean, there is a damage threshold. Okay, okay. You can explain the purge. Really, all you have to do is read it. But I get it now. But for those out there, this is something I just learned just now. And back to the shield thing. I'm gonna finish your sentence for you. You're saying that you can get a stout shield, and that way you don't have to level Kraken. So you can go
At
like
level 1,
at level 1. So you can go Anchor Smash at level 1 or something like that. So basically, it covers you for a level. And yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, and that's definitely valid. But is it worth 200 gold? Maybe.
It depends on how difficult the lane's going to be. Like on Tidehunter, you kind of have to judge basically everything. So if you, I mean, the hardest thing as an offlaner is dealing with your level 1. If you were just given level 2 for fucking free, you would play Bat Rider almost every game. But with Tidehunter, you need to get that level 2. And level 3 also, if you get level 3 on a hero like both Tidehunter and Timbersaw, of course, that's like another really good breakpoint. But yeah, so if you say, okay, I can get experience in this lane, I don't need Iron Town jungle, but I need to have the like the strength of a stout shield and Anchor Smash at level 1, and then I can get my levels up. But if you look at this lane, you say like, okay, like no matter what I do, they have like a Skywrath and a Silencer that are just gonna be like lobbing glaives and throwing arcane bolts and shit at me, and I'm never gonna get in range to Anchor Smash or anything like that. So I'm just gonna say like fuck it, and I'm just gonna like jungle level 1. Or you say this lane's actually gonna be pretty easy. They only have like a PA and a Crystal Maiden. I can just get Kraken Shell level 1, save the gold. But you also have to think like, what am I saving the gold for? Like what is really important that I'm going to buy with my early gold here? Well, this is like your opening starting gold, right? So like if you buy a shit ton of regen, maybe that's worth it. But like, I mean, you got to spend your opening 600 gold on something, right? And I think
what would you spend your opening gold on an offlane type?
Man, I've literally never played Tidehunter in any competitive context ever, but I mean, if I were to play Tidehunter right now, I would probably go Poor Man's Shield, level 1, Anchor Smash. I think that's probably the way to go. A lot of the times, sorry, go on.
But by level 2 on Kraken Shell, your PMS is worthless, and that's 500 gold. Are you just keeping it for Agi at that point?
It still blocks 8 more damage, which is necessary. And then
does PMS do 32?
No, it's 20. By level 3. You mean by level 2 Kraken Shell?
Yeah, by level 2 Kraken Shell.
Yeah, but I mean that's level 3. Level 3 is a distant dream. Like
so, maybe you get 2 level. So you're like a 0, 1, 2. If my Poor Man's Shield
gets me to level 3 and then I sell it, I'll be a happy boy. A lot of offlane is just like fucking get what you can get and then go from there. Like you don't plan in advance. You say like, how the fuck do I get to step 2? And I'm gonna blow everything on getting to step 2. And then once I get to step 2, I'll have the resources to take myself to step 3. But if you spend all your time like, oh man, how do I get to level 4 on Tidehunter? And then you buy 3 clarities or something so you can like spam gush once you're level 4 to get to, whatever. And then you're like, whoa, I just got zoned and I don't have an Iron Talon and everything sucks. Yeah. So that, I mean, you want to avoid that. And also like if you do get Anchor Smash off, you just Anchor Smash someone. Like taking 12 less physical damage is nice, but also them doing 45% less damage is also nice. So
for sure.
You can start things like Iron Talon, Tango, Anchor Smash, and just like jungle early on. And I think that's okay. I want you to kind of talk while I make sure because I literally do not play
for sure. Well, I have some questions. So
great, this is perfect.
So Silencer last words me. And I know I'm about to take a bunch of damage, and for whatever reason, I don't have Anchor Smash, and I don't have Gush. We're just talking. We're talking complete hypotheticals. Can I like run myself into Ancients to dispel that? Sure. So I don't take the magic damage.
It's only
you know what I mean?
It's player dealt damage.
Oh, it's player dealt damage.
If Chen with an Ags mind controlled the entire Ancient camp and had the Ancients on aggressive, that would work. But outside of that situation, no, that would not work out.
So you can't run yourself into creeps hoping you get that damage threshold to dispel. And what the fuck does strong dispel mean? Does that mean Doom's gone?
No. Does that mean strong dispel means so like a weak dispel is like think of like there's no really great examples of a weak dispel. Like I think Manta Style is a weak dispel. Let me see what the fuck like actually qualifies as a weak dispel, because most things like weak
So
dispel.
I guess if I get Meepo netted, and then I have like a Lena that's hitting me from a ways away, I'm going to dispel the net. If like Alina's like right clicking me down with her plus 50 damage, and
Sorry, say that one more
Meepo
time?
netted. So Meepo nets me, and Lena is just blasting at me, and gets me to that threshold in less than 6 seconds. It'll get rid of the net, the Meepo net.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not weak dispel. It's basic dispel. That's what the issue is. Yeah. So basic dispels deal with like most things that deal with like silences and like little roots and that sort of thing. And then strong dispels are things that to like take out like crazy shit like stuns.
Okay. Like so,
yeah.
Slark is a strong dispel then.
Yes,
His Q?
Slark applies. Abaddon Shield is a strong dispel. Lotus Orb is a strong dispel.
Okay.
Yeah, shit like
I'm starting to see. So I could get Sven stunned. So say I take 400 damage in 5 seconds, and then a Sven stun comes in to put me over the threshold of 450. It's gonna just immediately turn off.
If you've taken 300 damage and then you get like storm hammered, I'm pretty sure, or if you worst, let's say Sven storm hammers you, and then you take like because he maxed it because he's me, and then you take 200 damage, and then the stun will immediately be removed.
Okay, much like a Slark.
Things, yeah, exactly. Or an Abaddon shielding you, or someone Lotus orbing you, because like those are the easiest. Or you just BKB'd. Of course, you can't BKB out of spells, so that one's like a little more difficult to understand. But like, yeah, like Manta as a pretty much anything that you take off with Manta style is something that's like a weak dispel. Anything that you were like, oh shit, wish I had an Abba here, like that's a strong dispel. Like taking off, like if you get Mirana arrowed, that's a strong dispel.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And of course, so that means like anything that can be dispelled or anything that just applies to you once, Kraken Shell can remove very easily.
It's something that I've never noticed. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
And now I'm just reading. So Kraken Shell removes most buffs, even if they are generally not purgeable.
Yeah.
Does this apply to Static Link?
No. So that's another. So there's some things that are like completely undispellable, like Doom, Bane, and Feeble, like just the things that are just exceptions because they're fucking stupid and we hate them.
Okay.
Yeah, Enfeeble, Doom, Static Link, and mostly things that like if they were dispellable, that skill would just be like fucking worthless. Like if you could just Lotus Orb my Doom away, I rip my goddamn hero, right?
The fact that you can heal during Doom feels a little like,
Well, yeah, Doom is not a good skill. That's
Doom. Well, especially with the advent of shrines, Doom really sucks.
Oh yeah,
Doom.
I totally agree. As soon as they made it so Doom doesn't disable dispels, and someone picked Doom against my Slark, and then they doom me and I break line of sight for 1 second and then I speed away and I'm healing at like
oh yeah, that's bullshit too.
That's
bullshit
hilarious.
too.
That Slark
where you just heal the full with Doom.
He's just not interested in taking damage from that.
Oh, that's so god. But I also do remember the days where Omni Knight could remove Doom with repel.
Yeah.
That's true, right? I was a noob back then, but I'm pretty sure Omni Knight could just take Doom off with repel.
I'm pretty sure that never happened.
Okay. See, there's a lot of shit that I make up in my mind, dude. What could I... Why? Oh no, you wouldn't take damage. He could put repel on you, and you wouldn't take damage from Doom. It wouldn't take Doom off, but you wouldn't take damage from Doom. Does that sound right?
Yeah, because it does magic or did magic damage or whatever.
Both
magic and pure damage both magic and pure damage can be blocked by spell immunity, but Doom now I think the damage is blocked by spell immunity still on Doom.
He's a hero that, I mean, I can't remember what caster said this or whoever, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, but like it feels like they were mentioning Doom and Alchemist being very similar, that an item on Doom isn't as good as an item on anybody else, because like you need like two items on Doom to be equivalent to one item on any other hero, and Alchemist being similar, like Doom, and that's why Doom has the built-in gold mechanics that he does.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Doom
anyway,
does go through the damage of Doom does go through spell immunity. Okay, glad I figured that one out.
So that may have because I remember there was some weird Omni
it
Knight.
used to be magic, and when it was magic damage, it did.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
And that was back when Repel lasted forever too.
Sure, yeah. I mean Omni is a great counter to Doom. Don't get me wrong. That's that's good stuff. Any healer is pretty fucking fantastic against Doom, and healers are in right now.
And the fact that you can. So I'm so confused with like why I can't deny when you're poisoned, but why I can deny when you're doomed.
That's just a balance thing. It's just kind of arbitrary.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what. It's not hard to deny somebody when they're doomed.
Yep.
Like, it seems like getting a last hit.
Yeah, because, I mean, Doom used to be super, super strong, at least in a pub sense. Like, when I played Dota 1, there was a summer I was playing with, we played with 5 other friends. So we would play 3v3 and just say one lane was, like, off limits. And it was super fun. But we had to say Doom is off limits because, like, you can't just have a 3v3 and then one of your teammates gets doomed. And he was pretty good back then, too. But... Yeah, like Doom used to be good, and so a balancing part of that was, oh, well, you can like kill someone if they're doomed and they like manage to get away. At least you can put them out of their misery, and Doom doesn't get a ton of gold for it. But now it's just like Doom fucking sucks, and then also you just deny whoever he dooms.
I'm pretty sure we saw him at Kiev. I'm pretty sure we saw him at Kiev against an Omni. And
he was not.
And his sole purpose,
it was to doom the Omni Knight.
Yeah. And I think they ended up losing, whatever team picked that.
Yeah, probably because they picked Doom. Doom won 1 or 2 games, but I mean he's not a strong hero. He is durable though, to bring it back.
Yeah, but he's not on this list. Next, so let's go by their list, and then let's kind of pick out some durables that we think. Wraith King being the last durable, according to Dota 2.
Right.
Why? Vampiric Aura?
Because he can die and it doesn't matter.
Oh, I gotcha. So
if you have 2 health
that's
bars,
pretty durable.
you're pretty fucking pretty durable.
That's pretty durable.
Twice
that's
as much.
Pretty durable.
Like why he durable? There too. Like that's the answer.
He's a carry
strength gain and 2 of him.
They consider him a melee carry support durable disabler initiator.
Yeah, because there was like a 4-month period where support Wraith King was wild good.
I know it was. I remember.
God, those were beautiful days, dude.
Wasn't it like max your vampiric and
I'm pretty
your
sure you
Wraithfire?
just max stun. I don't know, but
well, you got vampiric to help people. It's because you're like a Vlad, you're walking Vlads.
You definitely would 1-point it, but I'm pretty sure you just max your stun. I don't know if you would ever not do that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so obvious with Wraith King, he comes back to life. 2 health bars.
Yeah, I kind of went over it a little bit, but like the concept of what it means to be a durable is that you're the frontliner for your team. So like the way, and I was talking about this in Theorycraft Thursday a little bit, the way that most fights go and the way that the tempo in Dota works is everyone has a opening volley of spells, and then they have a reload period. And the point of a durable hero is to minimize the enemy team's opening volley of spells, and to put your team in a position where it also maximizes your initial volley of spells. So like ideally I'll have my axe come in and like blink, and even if my axe misses his spells, he's positioned in a way where the enemy cores can't like walk forward, otherwise they're gonna get called and blade mailed. But my cores can like walk forward and throw, or even just my supports. Like my Lina can throw a Dragon Slave and a Laguna Blade from behind my axe and not be afraid of their life stealer like raging and just walking at her.
For sure.
So normally you say, okay, so I would want my durable hero, since most things in Dota are relatively balanced. One hero that's good at one thing probably isn't going to be that great at another. So the heroes that are mostly durable are not also the ones that are going to like be expected to be seizing these openings and dealing a bunch of damage. So like durable creates the openings, and other heroes take advantage of them. And when you think of like, oh, who's going to take advantage of something and kill a bunch of motherfuckers, like that's your carry or your mid. Hey, Audrey.
Hey, Audrey.
I have dinner for you.
Oh, do you? What hero do you think is durable in Dota 2? Like a strong hero,
a big boy,
frontliner, a big guy,
big fellow.
What's that guy with the claws?
With the claws?
Pudge.
Yeah.
Light.
Ursa.
Oh, Ursa.
Yeah.
You think he's a good frontliner?
Yeah.
One more.
Like what do you mean like frontline?
Like can take a lot of damage, like a tank.
Like goes in and doesn't give a fuck.
Like goes in and he's not gonna die. Like he's gonna take all the damage for your team.
Valiant Protector.
Like heroic to save the day.
No, I guess I have to see a list.
Come over here and look at the list.
This is
Let's
good
see what
content.
Here, this is good content. I'm taking this away. Here's the list.
Can people see me?
No one can see you. We're recording a show right now. You're on the show.
I don't want people.
So who
Someday
on
I'm
this
not
list
wearing
do you
makeup.
think is strong?
Who's the
Like
biggest
a
boy?
good frontliner.
Oh, I know. What about that guy, Tiny?
No.
No.
Okay.
He is secretly
That's
not.
rude.
He's
He's
not
actually
secretly
No.
not
weak.
big.
Oh, he is?
Okay.
Okay.
He's very
Okay.
large though.
Well, a lot of these characters, I've never even played with.
I know, but what? So the heroes that you played a good 100 games.
Like a tank.
Yeah.
Is Axe a good tank?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a good tank.
All right, we got it.
One more, and then I'll finish the show,
Jesus
and
Christ.
I'll come in and eat dinner. One more. It's Proudland Wood. All
I
right.
mean, these seem like...
All right. All right.
What?
What about?
Life Stealer? Okay, I
Good enough.
guess. Is
All
that
right.
your choice?
Good.
Let's finish our show, please.
Thank you, babe. Thank you. All right, get out of here. Is what I'm saying. Leave. I love you though. I love you a lot. Hey, I love you.
Are you gonna come inside?
Yes, I am. Okay. Sorry, dude. She's been gone all day.
It's all
She didn't
good.
know.
It's all good. We still got like 10 minutes to do.
We do.
All right, so
okay.
I want to get back to so Wraith King. So normally that's like the concept of your durable. That's like not going to be your carry, not going to be your mid. You want it to either be like your 4 or your offlane your 3. But Wraith King is unique in that he is one of the few carries that actually can take a shit ton. Like he can take fucking damage. Like the thing is, people aren't going to cast spells unless they're going to do something for the most part. Good heroes in Dota 2 are heroes like Spectre. Or rather, good heroes that are good in pubs are heroes like Spectre or Necro and Abaddon and stuff like that, who teams that are not skilled, like the lower skill. I mean, because lower skill is more highly populated. So a hero that if it doesn't matter if they take a lot of skills, and less skilled players are liable to waste their skills. Like if Abaddon's ulti is up, and then both Lion and Lena use their Finger of Death and Laguna Blade on them, then they just wasted their 2 big spells on nothing. But if it's a hero like Axe or Tidehunter, where the team has to use their spells on them, and it may even be the correct thing to do. If Tidehunter puts you in a position where either you burst all your goddamn spells on me, or I'm gonna get my Ravage off at the end of this Disruptor Static Storm or some shit, then that's good. So even a good player is going to have to use their opening volley of spells and maybe even use their big guns on your big boy. And a Wraith King is similar. So Wraith King jumps in there, he's fucking doing a bunch of goddamn damage. And the only way you're going to deal with that is by killing him. So a Wraith King comes in and he forces you to, use all your crazy spells. But unlike a fucking, unlike a Lifestealer or like a Slark or something, if they absorb all your big spells and they actually are casted, like Lifestealer, of course, if he's in rage, if he has used rage, you're not gonna blow your Rubik Lift and Rubik Nuke and Lion Finger of Death on them. You're just not gonna use them because you can't. But a Wraith King is gonna take those spells. He's gonna just get shit on, and then he's gonna come right back, and then you're gonna be out of stuff, and he's just gonna beat the shit out of you. So he simultaneously does what you want from your durable by tanking the opening round of spells that your enemies need to do. They don't really have a choice. It's forcing them to use their spells on a non-ideal target, while also being able to fulfill his job as a carry after the fact. And then Wraith King, of course, sucks if he gets his mana drained. So when he goes in and tries to take a shit ton of damage, then he dies and doesn't come back. And it's oh no, that sucks. The issue with that isn't that Wraith King took a bunch of damage. The issue was that he couldn't come back afterwards. Does that make sense?
Okay. It makes perfect sense. So honorary mentions, just say yay or nay.
Okay.
Timbersaw?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. But not when he's behind. A Timbersaw, that's, because one of the things you want from a durable hero is that even if they're behind, they can still kind of fulfill their function. But a Timbersaw that is remotely behind is just gonna get crapped on. Because part of the way that he's durable, he's not just fucking flat durable. He's after I take a bunch of hits, I will have reactive armor, and then I'll be durable to physical damage, and hopefully I built items like, you know, BKB or Hood or whatever, so I'm not taking a ton of magic damage. But like, if you're a Timbersaw that's kind of behind, and reactive armor has kind of like fallen off a little bit, and you're against like, let's say Lifestealer has like Armlet Echo Deso, and you're a Timbersaw who just has a Bloodstone, you're gonna have like 4 armor. Like, he has 1.3 agi gain, and he only has 1.8 strength gain. So almost all of his tankiness comes from his items and reactive. So if Lifestealer fucking hits him with Deso, like before he has reactive stacks, he just fucking dies. As he's just dead.
Or OD. Oof.
Oh yeah, OD, who just doesn't even care about reactive. Oh my god.
One of the most brilliant things I saw was a Ghost Scepter Timbersaw. And I realized, wow, Timbersaw can do everything he needs to do against an OD.
Yeah.
While being under Ghost Scepter.
I mean, because even his ulti makes him not attack, and we still use his ulti.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, if you are against an OD and you're Timbersaw and you're getting blown up by the OD's Q, buy a Ghost Scepter. Holy fuck, was that impressive to see.
Yeah. It's
okay, I'm
gonna
throw another one at you.
Okay.
For the same reasons Wraith King Abaddon, dude. Low cooldown. Yes.
I mean, I
feels
would
like he's impossible to kill.
He's definitely durable. I would put him. I think he's one of the 2 stars undurable. Yeah, he is. The only thing I would say that makes him slightly not durable is the items that he builds don't give him a lot of health. And
yeah, they give armor, like, but not health.
Yeah,
right?
he gets a bit. I mean, it depends, like, if you're what you're going by. Like the current, you know, Midas Radiance. Obviously, neither of those items are going to give you a lot of tankiness. But like the ultimate is really, really strong, but it's a lot to kind of play around. Like I wouldn't say that that Dazzle is necessarily durable, despite the fact that Dazzle also can, like, you know, no matter what you do besides like Culling Blade, Dazzle's not going to die for 5 seconds. And Abaddon is actually kind of similar. Like, he's not that tanky. Yeah, yes, true. He shields himself and stuff, but like a lot, like once you get to kind of late game with Abaddon, if you notice, if you don't have your ultimate, you actually just fucking die. Like, he has 2.3 strength gain, 1.5 agi gain, so it's not his talents that are not his stats that are making him tanky. As far as his talents go, the only defensive talent that he has is +5 armor, and then at like 25, yeah, he has 2 ones that are definitely considered defensive. But yeah, like, he's not that tanky hero. In general, he builds like Vlad's doesn't give you more health. It may give you some armor, but like, I mean, he just really doesn't, he just doesn't take advantage of health items that much. And he also, a big part of Abaddon is that you use your dispels and stuff on other people. And it's more like, it's kind of like if Omni Knight was unkillable. That's kind of like what Abaddon is. And it's not so much that, that doesn't mean that, oh, I want to throw my Omni Knight at them and make them kill my Omni Knight. That's like, oh, so now my Omni Knight can just keep dispelling people and they can't stop him. Right. But I mean, there is an element in being super tanky with the Radiance that you can just kind of thrust your body at them. But there's definitely a vulnerability to it where like if I'm playing OD against Abaddon, I'll just like beat the shit out of him. And then as soon as Borrowed Time comes up, I'll just Astral him. And then he'll pop out Astral's Borrowed Time is off. Oh,
that's smart.
And then he has like 10 health left. And he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so some honorable mentions. Some honorable mentions here. Ogre Mage and Visage. I feel like are some honorable mentions.
Yeah, Ogre Magi definitely.
And Enchantress, just for Untouchable.
Enchantress, no, because Enchantress, you don't actually want her to take your... Enchantress, it's more like a deterrent. She has Untouchable to make you not want to hit her. And that's also kind of like the difference between Abaddon and Lifesteal. Like, they both have a deterrent that make you not want to hit them. If you are getting hit on Abaddon and it's the right thing to do, that's often like that's a bad position to be in. Same thing with Enchantress. Like, if they are hitting you and it's the correct thing to do, then you're kind of in a bad spot. Like, if you're taking magic damage, you have really low stat gain. You have 1.0, I think the lowest in the game stat gain for strength. But you do have, like, you do build items that make you tankier. So it's more like she's a relatively tanky hero, but her defense is more of a deterrent rather than an encouragement for you to, like, hey, take damage on this hero. Like, that's not what you want to do. And Ogre Magi, I definitely would say, like, that a big part of that hero. Like, we were playing a Battle Cup with Skrunk, and he was like, I think it was with like Chaos and AG, and I think AG just like wasn't an Ogre Magi player, and Skrunk just kept being like, yo, kill yourself, Ogre Magi, go in, just die. And AG was like playing like a standard support, like, you know, staying in the back lines, lobbing spells, not trying to die. But like, the way you play Ogre Magi is you aggressively die at them. Yeah. Like, you got to leverage your girth. That's just what you got to do. So yeah, like,
you got to use your momentum. You got to use your momentum and run toward them.
And just say, like, you gotta hit me, dog. Like, hit me. And then they do, and it was the wrong call. And then you absorb their spells. Like, any hero that wants to get hit by spells and take the damage, that's what I think of when I think of someone who's like, when someone says, we need tank, they're saying, literally every one of our heroes is goddamn paper. Someone needs to tank this, like, the first Dragon Slave, Laguna, and, like, open up the entire team fight for us. And that's, I mean, Ogre Magi, hey, if they use that on your Ogre Magi, you're pretty happy. Whereas here, like, of course you'd be happy if they use that on your Crystal Maiden, but they're not gonna. They're gonna Dragon Slave and then she's gonna die.
For sure. Proud. Thank you so much. I've got dinner waiting for me. That is it on Durable. I'm sorry, I'm cutting it here. Of course, you can always find us at defenseofthepatients.com. Be looking
I'm going to add
out.
one more in. I'm sorry. We're going to have to say Spectre is the
course,
unsung hero of durable heroes. Spectre,
late game. I feel like mid to late game is when that comes on, though.
Sure, yeah, for the most part. But similar
like, she's
to,
a weak laner. Super weak laner.
Yeah,
So,
I guess you do need to add that caveat. And, like, Medusa, I guess you would apply to that later. But, yeah, in terms of, like, okay, yeah, sure. So, yeah, in the first 10 minutes, you don't want them to use their spells on Spectre. Yeah, you want, like, their opening spells to come out, and then you haunt in, and then you want to absorb, like, their second, like, fucking...
Yeah, second volleys.
Flaccid volley or whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
Okay, that's acceptable.
On May the 4th, may our website be with you. It is launching May 4th. We needed a few more days to get some final touches, and it's a funny day to release it because of Star Wars. So you get it? May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. So we decided to do that. defenseofthepatients@gmail.com. Any suggestions, anything, feedback, anything like that, love to have it. It's great. We read it on the show. We appreciate it a ton. iTunes, please leave a review. It's always fun to get reviews, and it helps our ranking on iTunes. And believe it or not, that ranking matters a lot, and it's constantly, like, shifting day by day. So help us there. It's a good way that's free. A good way that isn't free that helps us is patreon.com/defenseofthepatients. We have new goals now, or new Patreon rewards, excuse me, that are really fun, in my opinion. And Patreon isn't a marketplace. Patreon is a place where you go to help us, and we give you what we can in return. Yeah. So, and we tried to make it fun. So that's the thing. If
you like what we do and you want to support us for, I mean, of course, almost, everything we put out is free except for, like, the Patreon stuff. But everything Defense of the Patients, for the most part, puts out is free. So if you want to, like, make it so that we can, like, do that, beneficially for ourselves, then Patreon we'd appreciate it. Please give us money so that we can do things.
We really do. And with big trips coming up and every dollar is being allocated toward growth.
Costs are incurring themselves.
Yeah. And paying these guys so that they can get chicken dinners and stuff like that. It's important. So
I eat dust.
We really appreciate everybody who has pledged, and there is a new episode up there for all you patrons. In case you didn't realize, there's a new patron exclusive episode where Denny and I get in a karaoke fight because we can do that because it's not monetized.
As Americans, we are allowed to still get in karaoke fights, at least for now.
It was really fun, but he did. I will say you got to listen to that episode for Denny singing "Hurt," the Johnny Cash version of "Hurt."
Mm-hmm. Can you just like next time you play Sven? Can you please just go like Tread's Mask of Madness?
I knew. Please, I knew that'd be brewing like the whole episode. Please. I knew that'd be brewing the whole episode.
That's like,
I know.
Like, you can't be on a show with me and not go a good Sven build. Like, I can't.
And like, I kept looking under popular items, and it was like Mask of Madness, and it was like, nah, that silences me. And it's like, well, you could do your stuff before that.
Was also, that's why I landed on Helm of the Dominator with phase boots, and I still like that build. It's just like, suck it up. You gotta silence yourself sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta be silenced. Sometimes you just gotta say like, yes, I could have stunned there while I was farming, but I didn't, and that's okay. You just have to be accepting of yourself.
I could use an IRL Mask of Madness for sure, because sometimes I need to silence myself.
You definitely, okay, well, for that, but I don't want you to, like, you can't talk and you become, like,
it becomes super fast. Yeah, imagine how, like, much I could get done.
You'd be, like, all anxious and, like, be like, I want to say something, and you'd be, like, freaking out. I don't want that. Like, you'd smash
Well, I couldn't talk.
I know,
I couldn't talk.
which would be worse. So like, okay, so it's okay
Yeah.
if you're freaking out and you can talk, and then you can like express it. Like at least it gets out of you. But the reason that you want to talk is because there's like something happening. And if you like had the urge to do something but you couldn't, but then you were in fucking like infused with attack speed, which I'm assuming just means like angry speed. So we just have a Roland with the urge to do something on angry speed for 8 seconds every 13. Like that's not good. We are not getting you a Mask of Madness. None of my paycheck is going to your fucking Mask of Madness, dude. Also, man. If you have an idea for anything that you want covered on Proudland, like, I mean,
we do it. Send it in. Don't be shy.
Like anything you have issues with, people picking, like, how do I pick around stupid teammates? Like, what are people picking in your, like, what's popular in your pubs? Like, how do I pick a mid when my goddamn safe lane carry picks PA every game? Like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. How do I even cover for all those heroes' weaknesses?
Yes.
Like,
Proud
shit
is
like
Proud is the uncensored Mr. Rogers of teaching you how to play Dota 2.
Yeah, like I mean, the games that I'm playing, like the issues that I end up with facing, and some of the things that I think are helpful, like may not. I mean, I may just not have my thumb on the pulse of everybody in the club, and I want everybody in the club to get.
Why is it your thumb and not your finger?
Because I don't have fingers, dude. I'm just one thumb. That's why I had you buy me this Naga mouse, because it's got the buttons on the side. Because I can't. I don't have clicks on a scroll wheel, but I can use the 12 buttons.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then my left hand is a claw. I just kind of plug it into things.
Oh my god. Of course, you can find me streaming every single day at 12:30 p.m. EST at twitch.tv/.ptv or twitch.tv/.ptv. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so tired. Okay. Then YouTube /.ptv1. Of course, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us. Trust me, we can see it in the growth in the numbers and everything like that. All right. You guys are
we need to leave them off. Roland, one thing you learned from the major. One thing. Just one fucking thing.
Okay. One thing I learned from the major is how good Beastmaster can be with a refresher orb.
That's valid. That Beastmaster definitely is one of those heroes that flew under the radar and is actually still very cool.
Seeing a Beastmaster literally lock you down for 8 seconds is pretty goddamn impressive.
With Necros just blowing up on you.
Yeah,
oh god,
that was really cool to see.
All right, my thing is going to be, if you are playing safe lane Alchemist with an OD on your team and you are the only hero who has bought BKB against a Troll Warlord with like multiple sources of evasion, you should hit the Troll Warlord while your Legion duels them. That's like just kind of like unspecified general advice.
Oh, that's another thing I learned is Legion can also just be like this useless hero that only uses duel to lock people down by Ghost Sceptering yourself and then dueling somebody.
Yeah, see, that's why I would say Legion is maybe not a durable hero, because you can get into that position on them.
Yeah, well, no, they were meaning to do that.
Oh no,
they were meaning to Ghost Scepter.
That was the thing to do. But I'm saying if Axe had duel, or Axe actually does have duel, it's called Berserker's Call. Axe is almost never gonna end up with a Ghost Scepter. At least not Axe is gonna blink Berserker's Call and not Ghost Scepter during the Berserker's Call. Maybe afterwards, but Yeah. Anyway, if your Legion commander spends their entire skill kit on like locking down a Troll Warlord and there's only one hero on your team with an MKB, you probably should hit that Troll Warlord, especially if they're the only one that's an issue. That's just my opinion.
Oh man, there's got to be so many people watching that and just like face palming.
There was just one fight where I was like, damn, that sucks. Yeah. And like obviously, no flame to Ramses. He's like he's a fucking amazing player. Holy shit! It's like it's so sad to see like them come so close and then like you tunnel vision for 1 second in a team fight.
No spoiler alert.
Oh god,
no spoilers.
Well,
no spoilers.
You know what?
No spoilers. Free of spoilers. Well, I don't like spoilers. Anyway,
whatever.
You can find us at spoilerfree.com.
Yeah, just put it in the show notes. Don't listen to the last 2 seconds.
Yeah, I have to put your link in there too. So anyway, this is Roland for Proud saying, don't spoil things for people that don't want it spoiled for them.
In esports, we live in a post-spoiler world.
No spoilers. Goodbye, everybody.
Tiny's not tiny.
Goodbye, everybody.